Hey y'all, welcome back to Relax and Chat. So my apologies that this episode is a week late. School was really schooling y'all, so my bad that it's late, but it's here. It's still in February, so yeah. And also, I know I said in this episode I was going to be painting and talking, but I am not at school right now, so I don't have my paint with me, and I'm so sad. But it's okay, because the next episode we're going to be painting and chatting. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. So as you read by the title, today's episode is going to be prioritizing yourself. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about prioritizing ourselves, what it means, and how we can implement it into our daily lives. And it's just so easy to start worrying about everything that's going on or worrying about other people instead of putting ourselves first. So it's time for you to finally break this cycle and start prioritizing yourself. So don't forget to unwind with me, put on your favorite pajamas, get you something warm to drink, or to be some hot chocolate, some tea. I don't got anything warm, y'all. I got water. I got a headache, so this is my beverage. But yeah, do what you just need to do to prepare for this episode. Okay, so grab some tea, sit back, and let's relax and chat. So in our day-to-day lives, we are exposed to so many things, whether it be social media, whether it be school, whether it be like talking to our friends, anything like that. And by being exposed to these different elements, we start to incorporate them into our routine. It can be very easy to get so caught up in these things that are in our daily routine that we don't even stop, take a moment, and think about ourselves. Okay, think about this. So when you make a to-do list for the day, how often do you include an act of self-care for yourself? How often do you put on your to-do list, make time for taking care of yourself on that to-do list? How often do you make time to be alone and decompress from the world? And this is just something that can be so easily overlooked. I'm going to share a few scenarios that could go along with this topic. Keep in mind, everyone's situations are different. Everyone needs to prioritize themselves because of different things. So yeah, I'm just going to share a few scenarios. And if you have a different scenario, comment that down below and see how this can apply to that specific scenario. So the first one. So if you're in school, you may have a set routine on how you do things. You make plans to go to class, do your homework, study, repeat. Like that's like kind of like the cycle. And I know me personally, I tend to work so hard that I prioritize productivity over rest. It's important to know that it is okay to put the book down. It is okay to close the laptop and take a moment to rest. It's okay to take an hour lunch break so you can decompress, because if you are constantly putting information in your mind, constantly doing work, study, work, study, study, your brain isn't going to be able to retain anything anyway. That's going to be overloaded, overstimulated. So it's so important to take that moment and step back and prioritize yourself. Just remember, it's so important to have a balance between school and life. Like, it's so important. And this is something I have to continuously tell myself. Like, y'all, I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. What I tell you guys is the stuff I tell myself every day. I still have to work on these things. So yeah, we're in this journey together. Another scenario I have is like living life through a screen. It can be so easy to wake up in the morning and just go straight to checking your phone, looking at your messages, looking at who liked your pictures, looking at what's going on in the world, like what's new, the news, things like that. And this becomes such a normal habit that we don't even realize it. And this is also something that I've caught myself doing. Like, these scenarios are all things that like I've experienced, like things that I've noticed I'm doing. Because when I wake up in the morning and first thing I do is check my phone automatically, something could easily ruin my day just from looking at it that early in the morning. I heard this in a podcast I was listening to, Kat Volsey. Her podcast is Unpack with Kat. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But she was talking in her podcast about how your brain is so sensitive in the morning time. Like, it's just so important to set the tone in the morning. Your brain is the most vulnerable in the morning time. It's the most sensitive to things when you first wake up. So it's very important to set the tone for the morning. Put good, positive things into your head in the morning time. The morning time should be full of gratitude, calmness, peace, and just setting a good tone for yourself throughout the day. And this can also apply to throughout the day as well. It's okay to take breaks from scrolling. It's okay to take breaks from texting people back. Just prioritizing yourself in the moment. And then my last scenario involves people. So when you hang around people a lot, you start to exchange energies with them. This can be good or this can be bad. One of the bad examples is when you're around someone so much, you start worrying about them more than you're worrying about yourself. And then this is something I've caught myself unconsciously doing. And when you catch yourself in this moment, it is important to just stop and start prioritizing yourself. It is okay to not be the therapist friend. It is okay to prioritize your feelings and put theirs on hold for a moment. It is perfectly fine. It's not selfish. It's okay to take care of yourself first. Prioritizing yourself first over others is going to help you so much in life. Okay, now let's get into some things that I try to implement throughout my day in order to prioritize myself. And again, these are just a few examples. If you have some more, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. So first, let's start with my morning routine. So my morning routine, like I said, this sets the tone of your day. So I try to keep everything really peaceful in the morning. So the first thing I do when I wake up, I pray. I spend my first moments with God. Like I don't play that. That's non-negotiable. If I don't do anything else in my morning routine, I'm gonna spend the morning with God. Like non-negotiable. I pray, I watch a sermon, and it doesn't have to be like an hour-long video. No, I literally watch like 10 to 15 minute videos. And then I do my Bible study in the morning. Non-negotiable. Everyone is gonna have those days where they don't feel like doing anything, where they don't feel like being productive, and that's perfectly fine. Like it's okay to prioritize rest over productivity. But I notice when I do my non-negotiables for my morning routine, I tend to feel a little bit better. If I wake up feeling like, I don't really feel like doing anything. If I do the things that are gonna make me like actually feel good, like spending time with God, I do start to feel a little better. I do start to get like a little boost of energy. Yeah, anyways, okay, that wasn't even my notes. Let's get back to what I wrote down. Well, like I said, I like to spend my morning with God. After that, I'm hungry. I want to make some breakfast. I want to eat some breakfast. So we do that. I try to not pick up my phone until my morning routine is done. This can be a challenge sometimes because sometimes I might really need to check something, or like I know my friend texted me. I seen it, but I can't respond right now because it's like, I want to get my morning routine done, but like, girl, what you say? So yeah, it definitely is a challenge, not easy. But I notice when I do finish out my entire morning routine without getting on my phone, I literally feel 10 times better. My anxiety levels are lower. Everything feels good because nothing was able to ruin my tone that I just set for the day. So yeah, prioritizing myself in the mornings just helps me to eliminate unnecessary anxiety that may be like thrown my way from something that I would have seen if I would have hop straight into my phone, hop straight into social media or texting my friends or anything like that. And then another thing I like to do is prioritizing breaks when I'm studying. Like I said, it's so easy for me to just do work, study. But when I prioritize breaks, it helps me to decompress. It helps my stress levels to calm down because it's not okay to just keep piling information into your brain. You have to rest. It's okay to rest. And then with prioritizing breaks, sometimes this is difficult for me because I like to get work done. I like to be flying through assignments so I'm done and have the rest of the day to myself. But I notice when I do this, I tend to get a little bit more stressed out because I'm just overloading things. So I just have to keep reassuring myself, keep letting myself know, like, it's okay to take a break. It's okay. It's okay to take an hour lunch break, to eat, actually enjoy your food, do something that doesn't involve school, like just take your mind off of it. Like that is perfectly fine. Like the work is gonna get done. It's gonna get done. But you have to take care of yourself while you're doing that. Okay, so I feel like there were just some things that I didn't really touch on in this video. I feel like I could have added more things that you can prioritize for yourself. So some other things that you can prioritize for yourself are like prioritizing your feelings, like never letting anyone invalidate your feelings, prioritizing healthy habits for yourself, like, eating healthy, treating your body right, going to the gym, things like that. Prioritizing rest, like not just like with school taking breaks, prioritizing rest, like actually taking the time to get a good night's sleep for your health. Prioritizing your faith, prioritizing spending time with God, putting Him first, prioritizing time for self-reflection, because there's always room for self-reflection. There's always room for self-improvement. And these are just like a few things that you can like prioritize in your life. I feel like I should have added more in the video. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have any more ideas on things you can prioritize. So always remember that it is okay to put yourself first. You are a very important person, so make sure you're taking care of yourself. making sure you're prioritizing good habits for yourself can help you in such a tremendous way. Like this is so important. And that is all I have for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said in the last relaxing chat, this series is going to be like every other Sunday thing. But since I did skip last Sunday and post this Sunday, I'm still going to post a relaxing chat for next Sunday. So yeah, that will still be posted, and then we'll be back on schedule to every other Sunday. Because yeah, school be schooling and I got to prioritize myself. Let me stop. But thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.